So what can you tell us about the Besties? What do you have coming up?
Besties.
We had a lot of scenes together, especially in episode 10, which we're premiering here and will air this Monday. We watched a lot of movies together that episode because we had the exact same schedule because all of our scenes are together, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we have some we team up to fight some pretty cool stuff off in these upcoming episodes, some sci-fi drama.
We definitely kind of become the Wonder Twins, I guess.
Wonder Twins, love it.
Do either of you have any like romantic relationships coming up with anyone?
Well, I mean, everything's
in life.
I think everything's pretty up in the air still. Like,
yeah, it is definitely
with her and her interest in the Taylor character, and then my interest in her. And
I think the two of us are probably the most rocky as far as who we're going to end up.
Yeah,
with.
definitely.
All that.
Now, you're dealing with otherworldly things, aliens. How would you feel about in real life scenario? Would you be so welcoming to aliens?
Well, I mean, it depends.
Right, I'd be terrified.
Yeah. If they came like the Atrians and, kind of looked like us and like biologically are sort of similar, so you can kind of understand that and you can speak the same way. Because, we don't know what kind of voice box aliens have. Like, they could be only talking with their mind or like talk like cats or something. I don't know how we would communicate. If it was, an alien race that you could really communicate with, I feel like I could be welcoming.
Yeah, that's great.
Sophia's mother's been, kind of anti-human, and Sophia's got a lot of interest in finding out more. And then this last episode, her mom kind of lightens her negativity a little bit. Going forward, will we see them be able to bond over this at all?
I know she does become closer with Roman especially, because I think they sort of have a rift. I think the two of us, though I am the one that kind of called her out on stuff, I don't think we ever really had much of a rift, but I think you really do see her and Roman come together and sort of support each other later on.
Have you been able to kind of have any of your ideas about your characters integrated, like any of the background that you kind of prepared for them?
Yeah, that's the great thing about our writer, Meredith. She is so great about that. We have sit downs and she's like, oh, where did you think your character was going? Let's kind of like connect things, and she really takes our interests into mind as she writes the characters. Like, I know with Julia's character, she sings in real life and incorporated that into the script. And she sings, and it's really cool. She really takes that stuff in.
Yeah, I know for me, after the first episode, she reached out to all of us and just sort of asked us, okay, so what are some questions you have about your character, and like what's some backstory that you kind of would like to have? And I told her that I wanted to have more backstory with my father, because in the second episode we are mourning him, and I was just like, I need something to go off of to know like what kind of relationship I had with him and all that. And the thing that she came up with ended up being a little short monologue in episode 4 where I talked about how he taught me how to swim, and she came up with that whole episode. And she probably had that episode in mind before, but the whole connecting it to the father and stuff, I think because we had that conversation kind of maybe helped spark it. I'm sure she already knew the entire time. I don't think I had anything to do with it, but it helped me a lot.
She's awesome.
Now, your series has some really amazing sets, especially the area where the Atrians live. Can you talk about your initial impressions of that and like filming and shooting there?
Well, the interesting thing about the sector is that it doesn't look the way it looks until after. So in post, it's like
all we have is the first floor, like the first and like second floor in the actual set, which was already awesome. So whenever I saw it in post and they added all those different layers, I was like, oh my god, because I had no idea that they were adding that stuff. But I think the set, especially once we came up, because in the pilot we did everything on locations, like we had actual locations that they had scoped out. So whenever they had built the sets for stuff, I think it was really inspiring just to see how beautiful everything was and just how well done it was.
And even in the school, like things that are there afterwards make it so much cooler. Like even if they're not there while we're shooting it, like CGI things, like when we're talking to the principal or when the principal's making announcements, or like when we're looking at stuff on our little scrolly pad things. Like it's really cool to see it afterwards. I always look forward to like seeing the post.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Everything's really cool.
Do either of your characters have anything coming up with like the Trags or the Red Hawks get involved with, or?
Yes.
I was like, dude, I was like, that's hard.
I mean, there's definitely more dragged in red hot action happening. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but every episode kind of ratchets up more and more and more action. That doesn't stop.
Right.
Like the finale is huge. So yeah, like expect more and more and more and more. It's gonna get more and more exciting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.